thing from just a few states over. She loves a good Cheez-It and will wash it down with some swig. She loves Scrabble, outdoor concerts at the Ruoff, and golfing at Crooked Stick. She's every ref's favorite, and she dresses like a CEO because she's a boss. Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark just walked into the lion's den and came out swinging harder than ever. In what might be the most explosive interview of her career, the WNBA's brightest star sat down with Sue Bird during All-Star Weekend and absolutely torched every expectation we had. This wasn't your typical media-trained responses. This was raw, unfiltered Caitlin dropping truth bombs. From shutting down ridiculous NBA rumors to throwing shade at her own coaching staff with a smile that could melt ice. If you thought you knew who Caitlin Clark really was, prepare to have your mind completely blown. She revealed personality secrets that even teammates are discovering. Shared the exact moment her life changed forever.
First and foremost, you're in your second year. You're already getting an all-star game, so you get to host, which is amazing. Obviously, we'll just say the obvious. We're all very bummed that you can't participate.
Me too.
Yeah, I know you're bummed as well. But you can still enjoy it. Yeah. I think Indiana so far has done an incredible job.
And dismantled media narratives while laughing off becoming a walking meme. But the real shocker, how she casually called out false stories that have followed her for months, all while embracing every chaotic moment.
The city has done a tremendous job of, decking out the whole place and making everybody feel welcome. So it's just getting started.
Moment of her meteoric rise. The setting couldn't have been more perfect. Indiana was hosting its first ever WNBA All-Star Weekend. And despite being sidelined with injury, Caitlin embraced her role as unofficial host. The city had transformed into...
What do you feel like is the most misunderstood thing about you on the court and off the court? The personas, if you will.
Ooh. I feel like a lot of people don't realize how goofy I actually am. And I think a lot of my teammates would say that. Even Steph White was saying this the other day. People don't realize I'm just comedic relief in the locker room. Once I step on the court, I'm super fiery and I wanna kill. But every moment other than that, it's not serious. I just have fun. I have a good time.
To basketball paradise with massive Nike billboards featuring her face across downtown buildings. Instead of sulking about missing the action, she stepped up in a way that showed exactly why she's not just a phenomenal player, but a natural-born leader. She praised the incredible effort behind the scenes, acknowledging countless committee members who would never get recognition. What struck everyone was how genuinely invested she was in making sure fans had an unforgettable experience, even though she couldn't suit up. It was masterclass grace under pressure, reminding everyone that her impact goes beyond what happens between the lines. But beneath that public composure was someone dealing with pressures most can't imagine. When conversation turned to social media, Caitlin delivered one of the most honest takes you'll ever hear from an athlete at her level. She didn't sugarcoat the reality of constant scrutiny or pretend the noise doesn't affect her. Instead, she broke down exactly how she separates digital chaos from real life. Her perspective was brutally refreshing. She acknowledged platforms like Twitter create completely false versions of reality, admitting she sometimes loses sight of that herself. But the moments that ground her aren't viral clips or millions of likes. They're interactions with young fans in arena concourses, wide-eyed kids wearing her jersey, who remind her why she fell in love with basketball in the first place. The conversation took a fascinating turn when she revealed her personality away from basketball. If you've only seen Caitlin during games, you know this intense, fiery competitor who plays like every possession is life or death. But according to teammates, that person is almost unrecognizable compared to locker room Caitlin. She's apparently the team comedian, providing non-stop entertainment during the professional season grind. Her teammates never know what's coming in group chats or during downtime. She described herself as comedic relief, the person who breaks tension with perfectly timed jokes. It's a side fans rarely see, because cameras catch her in competitive mode. But it explains why she builds such strong relationships wherever she plays. The interview reached another level when she shared stories about her rise to superstardom. She took everyone back to freshman year at Iowa when Travis Scott randomly posted her on his Instagram story after a UConn performance. The confusion and excitement was still there as she relived discovering a major hip-hop star was suddenly paying attention to a college freshman from Iowa. The real turning point came junior year when Iowa knocked off Louisville to reach the Final Four. That Seattle night, she dropped 41 points with a near triple-double, and something shifted permanently. It wasn't just the statistical explosion. It was seeing childhood heroes like LeBron James and Steph Curry suddenly acknowledging her talent. For someone who idolized those exact athletes, their recognition felt completely surreal. LeBron's attention hit different than everything else. She grew up during his prime, and he represented everything she wanted to be as a player. When someone at that level notices your game, it validates not just talent, but your entire approach to basketball. The conversation took a sharp turn, addressing the NBA three-point contest controversy floating around media circles. Some reporter published a story claiming Caitlyn declined the NBA's invitation because she didn't want to shoot off a rack, which was complete nonsense. When Sue Bird brought it up, frustration and amusement battled across her face before she set the record straight. Her response was perfect. She called out the premise as ridiculous, pointing out she'd been shooting off racks her entire career. The real reason was much simpler. She wanted her first professional contest happening in front of home fans during WNBA All-Star Weekend. It was loyalty and timing, not some bizarre, technical preference. What made it better was how she handled calling out the media member. She used humor and sarcasm to highlight how absurd the narrative was, while making clear that journalists need better research. It was masterclass self-defense without losing cool or seeming difficult. Discussion about shooting led to the most entertaining part. Breaking down her Liberty Game performance, Caitlyn explained her shooting psychology. Once she sees two shots go in, back-to-back, she's immediately hunting the third, even if it's not the smartest selection according to game plan. That's when she dropped the line that had everyone erupting. With perfect timing, she mentioned those heat check shots might not be advised by a chef, clearly a playful jab at Coach Christie Sides. It wasn't malicious, but definitely honest admission that sometimes competitive fire overrides sideline instructions. The audience reaction told everything. Everyone understood exactly what she meant, without explanation. Classic Caitlyn, confident in abilities, taking responsibility for decisions, unafraid to acknowledge going off script. Conversation shifted to viral moments, making her an internet sensation beyond highlights. The Taylor Swift interaction during Chiefs playoff game was something everyone wanted to hear about. For weeks, people speculated about what Caitlyn whispered to Taylor, with theories ranging from relationship advice to music secrets. Reality was both mundane and charming. As a huge football fan and Chiefs supporter, Caitlyn was simply explaining penalty calls to Taylor, who was still learning NFL nuances. Her genuine excitement about that experience was infectious. Being lifelong Chiefs fan, watching playoffs while sharing a suite with Taylor Swift as Travis Kelce dominated was perfect storm of her favorite things. The meme discussion was absolutely hilarious. Caitlyn's become endless internet content source through no fault of her own. Screenshots of her expressions during intense moments become viral weekly, and she's developed healthy humor about it. Seeing the freeze frame from her Ryan Howard confrontation, her reaction was pure gold. She immediately roasted herself about timing, making her look goofy. Even though real time, she was locked in and competitive. Hair messy, expression unflattering. The image captured her worst possible moment of an intense exchange. Instead of embarrassment, she leaned into humor completely, joking about her mess ponytail and admitting the internet got her good. Throwback soccer photos provided another entertaining turn. Before breaking WNBA records, Caitlin terrorized goalkeepers across Iowa. One photo showed her mid-sprint, cleats up, charging directly at a goalie with zero safety regard. Her reaction was priceless, remembering mainly her love for all-white Nike cleats and aggressive playing style. Soccer stories revealed athletic background depth. She wasn't just a basketball prodigy, picking up other sports casually. She genuinely excelled at soccer, representing Team USA at under 16 level. Her fearless competitive drive was fully developed long before basketball records. As the interview wrapped, it accomplished something special. Instead of generic responses and safe talking points, we got genuine insights into who Caitlin Clark really is off camera. Her honesty about fame pressures, humor about memes, and willingness to call out media narratives showed someone comfortable with herself and confident handling whatever comes next. Most impressive was how naturally she balanced authenticity while being thoughtful about her platform. She never seemed calculated, but showed awareness of how her words affect others. It's difficult balance many public figures struggle with, but Caitlin found a way to be genuine while responsible. This interview proved we're just scratching the surface of who Caitlin Clark is and what she's capable of achieving. Basketball accomplishments speak for themselves, but her ability to handle fame with grace, humor, and authenticity suggests she'll be a powerful voice in sports and culture for years to come. The future is incredibly bright for someone with her combination of talent, personality, and realness.